Alright, what's up you guys? Tamim Tech Reviews here. And right now you're about to see the day in the life of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Let me in the comments below what you think. I shot the entire thing with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So it's a little different take. Not sure how I did exactly with it. Let me know if you think... Just leave comments below what you think. Any feedback here is good. I haven't done a day in the life with just the phone in general in a long time. A year basically, because I did that with the iPhone 15 Pro Max last year. So enough of me ranting because I don't write my YouTube videos. Let's get right into the day in the life of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Leave comments below of any type of feedback you have. Day in the life, iPhone 16 Pro Max. Alright, 100% battery. 8:55 a.m. and my dog's itching to go to the dog park. He really wants to go. And we're gonna go here shortly. Say hi, Jedi. Huh? You jump up there? Probably got here. Ready, buddy? Alright. So I'm talking about the display, battery life, camera quality, audio quality, all the things, and leave a comment below what you think of everything so far. With the display, I'll just say that it is a larger 6.9-inch display, might be a little heavier to some people. The bezels are almost bezel-less. It looks good. I wish the notch or the dynamic island was a little smaller. Other than that, it's not too bad of an upgrade. I mean, it is a very minimal upgrade. If you come here with 15 Pro Max, you don't care about 4K 120 and the camera control button, which really isn't really a gimmick. Don't upgrade. Really, don't. That's all I gotta say. Alright, fresh out the shower, get some coffee, then take Loki to the dog park, and then go to Rent-A-Center and see if they have a vlog camera for me until my 6700 gets repaired, and I'm hoping I see it by next week. Hoping. SD card slot got messed up, therefore the camera doesn't work properly. Either this SD card slot, and all that's very important. Can't record any footage if it's not working. So, off to make coffee, and then off to the dog park. I keep looking over here just to see how it looks in the viewfinder, and it does look pretty good for a front-facing camera. So, not bad, Apple, not bad. Anywho, rear-facing camera here one time, so I gotta extend my arm way out. So it's not the ultra-wide to get like a somewhat of a vlogging perspective. I don't usually do this to start my day. Hey, Loki. I don't usually do this to start my day. Sometimes with this new little case cover I have on here from ESR with the iPad. So I might just start using this just because, you know, it's a pretty good folio case. I have a little Bluetooth keyboard I could use with it, and just, you know, to write down my to-do list for the day. I made a to-do list, and the cool thing about the new iPad OS 18 is that it will make your handwriting look a little neater by still keeping your actual handwriting. So this is my actual handwriting, but refined a little bit to look a little more legible. So it's not too far off from how I actually wrote this, and it was just refined a little bit using AI, I guess. So not too bad. That's my to-do list for today, basically, and then my midnight shift tonight. So lots to do today. Hopefully I can get it all done in a feasible amount of time and have time for a quick little nap before I go out for my midnight shift. And keep you guys posted on the battery life and all that jazz. So hopefully all goes well. And this is straight out the camera. I could be using Apple Log to get the colors that I want, but I wanted to show, you know, the average consumer what kind of footage you can get from the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So this is gonna be a test of spatial audio recording. I wanna see if it sounds different if I change the setting to stereo recording. So this is spatial audio recording. So my last clip never recorded. I won't go on a rant like I did last time. So this is stereo recording on the 16 Pro Max. And like I said before, the vlogging does look better using the rear camera because of the bigger sensor, probably better aperture, overall better sensor quality since the front-facing camera isn't a bigger sensor. and it's been the same for a minute. So hopefully Apple upgrades that, and if they do, I might upgrade again because I'm a sucker for upgraded cameras. The only reason why I really ever upgrade the phone is to have better cameras and better battery life. That's literally it. Everything else is just an extra for me. Let me know what you think of stereo mic recording. Can you tell if there's a difference between the spatial recording? Finger hit the camera control button, I'm gonna stop the recording. See how it could be a problem? Anywho, so after looking at the footages between the spatial and stereo recording, and this is stereo recording, so that I can change it back, I think I prefer stereo because the 3D spatial audio, whether it's nice and it sounds good, and then you have that editing ability, it still sounds, I don't want to say artificial. Yeah, artificial is the word, because it's like spatial audio. Sometimes if it's mixed right, it sounds good, but if it's not that good. I mean, you can tell there's more, I don't want to say, a little dynamic range, I guess, in the audio, but I don't know, I'm conflicted. I'm going to switch back. The rest of the video will be in spatial audio just so I can play around with the audio mixing features, but I think I slightly prefer stereo. And spatial is cool because it does offer you more of an editing in-house, in-camera, in-phone editing ability instead of going into a separate software to get that in-frame type look, that noise canceling in the background, the cinematic audio footage. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What would you prefer to use? I'm gonna drink this coffee now and head off to the dog park. My dog is anxiously waiting to go. Poor kiddo. Don't worry, buddy. We're gonna go soon. And this is 5 times Zoom. Time to go. Back to the front-facing camera. Can you tell the difference? Can you tell the lack of depth of field when using the front-facing selfie camera? Still decent quality, but you can definitely tell it's a little more noisy, not as clear, but it still does its job. I just want to update you guys because it is 9:45 a.m. and we are at 90% battery life. Doing a lot of recording. A lot of this video will be taken on the phone itself, so that will probably eat up battery. We will be using GPS. We will be using music for when I go to the gym. We will be using a lot of features on this phone, a lot of Apple Intelligence. Since I'm on beta software, that will also affect battery life as well. So I'm hoping it lasts throughout the day. Yesterday, it didn't quite make it. I had to charge it in the middle of the day. And I don't want to do that because I'm trying to prevent having so many charging cycles to elongate the battery life. But thankfully, with these phones at least, I'm not sure if the older phones will have it on iOS 18, that you can limit the battery charge. So there's been some days where I limit the charge to 80%, just so the battery doesn't strain that last 20%. Because from 80 to 100%, it puts a lot of strain on your battery, and that's where battery life tends to diminish. And the rule of thumb is to keep the battery charged between 20 and 80%, I guess. So yeah, I mean, that's probably why the phone indicates, hey, you have 20% battery, blah, blah, blah. So ideally, keeping it between 20 and 80 is preferred. And also the battery chart does show you if you're using 100% of your battery for the day. So you never really want to go beyond using 100% of your battery for the day to elongate that battery life and keep those charging cycles down. But I mean, I'm stuck on beta until the public release comes out. So that's on me. It's on me, but hopefully I'll break even and have better charging habits and hopefully better battery life when I'm on that stable software. Anywho, my dog's ready to go. He's sleepy and he shouldn't be. He needs to exercise, and so do I. So I'm gonna stop talking and get going. You ready to go?
Yes!
Alright, buddy's ready for an adventure. You ready, buddy? Kisses. Dog kisses. Loki kisses. Alright, off to the dog park. Alright, so obviously, I don't know why I didn't think of this first place. If I'm using the front-facing camera, I'll just use cinematic mode. And with the rear-facing camera, I think there's enough natural depth of field that I don't need to do cinematic mode for rear-facing, but here's what it looks like. So here's cinematic mode with the rear-facing camera, maybe more depth of field. I keep the aperture at 5.6, so I think that's the most realistic without it looking too digital. So how does it look? Leave a comment below. This can go up to 2 times and 3 times. So yeah, I'm gonna flip it over. Here's Jedi. He's ready to go outside. Loki's ready to go outside. Doesn't look too bad on the rear, honestly. And even in regular mode, I feel like it's okay. So they're ready to go outside. You guys ready to go outside? All right. You enjoying the weather, buddy? Yeah, he's enjoying the weather. Are you eating a stick? What you doing? You see how there's a natural depth of field with the rear-facing camera, even though we're not using cinematic mode? So yeah, without cinematic mode, we still get like the natural depth. I don't know if you can see it with me, but there is a natural depth of field with cinematic mode, or without cinematic mode. But yeah, I'm gonna get situated and get these guys back inside, and then we're gonna head to the gym. Speak! Jedi, speak! 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 Jedi, speak! Boy. Recording 45%, 2 something p.m. 2:27, less than 50% battery. Hey babies. Hey buddy. How's it going?
Bruh.
Daddy's home. Yeah, so we gotta shower. Throw some stuff away first, then shower. Knock off some things on my to-do list that I accomplished already. And yeah, knock that out. Grab my pencil here. Go to the workout complete. Now we have this to do, this. And we'll be good. Hey, buddy. You wanna go outside? Go, go, go. Where are you going? Your tent's over here. No, don't jump from there. Don't jump from there. No, Jedi. Oh my God.
No.
You silly cat. Next time, buddy. Ooh, leaf just fell on my head. Excuse my language. Come on, buddy. Oof, man. Okay. Hey, future me here. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I didn't really leave a segment to leave an area for photo and video samples. So I'm gonna do this right here, right now, and then cut back to the day in our life. Okay, so we're at 40% battery, 255. So far, I've enjoyed CarPlay. It's a pretty good feature that comes with all iPhones, not exclusive to this phone. I do like Siri's integration. I don't like how the new Apple Intelligence Siri talks. I don't know, maybe it's trying to be too human or human-like, but it sounds like it's talking slower. And I don't like that. I mean, some people talk fast. You get fast-talking human, or I don't know. I don't feel like that was a necessary thing to do. I think Siri talked at a decent pace originally, so I don't know why they did that. Leaves are falling everywhere. I got leaves falling on my head. Hopefully no branches fall on my babies. Right, Loki? Don't no branches falling on you, right, buddy? Anywho, I don't know if this battery's gonna make it throughout the day. I still have lots of recording on this phone to do. But from an everyday user perspective, if you're not gonna use this phone to vlog every single day and use the camera to record 4K 30, 24, 120 cinematic mode, take pictures 24/7, you're not gonna do that on a regular basis with this phone. So from a average user perspective, if you're not on your phone all the time, like the battery optimization on here is pretty good. From my experience on most iPhones that are not running beta, it's pretty dang good. Standby time is probably the best on iOS. Android with the S24 Ultra and the Pixel, the Tensor chip, and the Qualcomm Snapdragon, I think Gen 3 is on now. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But they've all improved. They've all improved standby time. I haven't experienced it on the S24 Ultra or the newest Android phones, the latest flagships there, because I'm just an iOS user, and nothing gets sent to me. I pay my own money for these devices with trade-ins, never full value. That's just too expensive. But yeah, so it's 4K 30 front-facing camera. I'm using cinematic mode to get more of that depth of field, because the front-facing camera's aperture and sensor size isn't big enough and adequate enough to get that cinematic feel when I'm using the front-facing camera. So the cinematic mode front-facing camera looks pretty good. And on the rear, I don't really use cinematic. It looks good, but I think the sensor is big enough and the aperture is wide enough to where it's not really necessary. Because you still get, like with my hair right here, I don't know if you can see, but like right there, it's like blurred out some hair. So it's not perfect per se. The hair will always, and the edges will always be like, meh. But that's if you're pixel peeping. It's not like we're making a whole movie with this. This is just a YouTube video and some information providing video. Informative is what I was looking for. So yeah, I think this is a good time to do some picture samples. So it's my backyard, my pets, some selfies of me with my glorious face. So, alright, I'm gonna do some picture samples real quick. Shower, go to the store, get some food, drink a protein drink, and keep the day rolling. This will be a 4K 30 timeline, but how's the high dynamic range against the sun behind me, the sky's nice and blue, and I would say the iPhone's making it a little more blue than what it actually is, but it's close enough. My dog eating something. What are you eating? Loki? Drop it. Leave a comment if your dog eats things you wish you wouldn't eat. 2 times, 5 times, ultra wide, 4K 60. Front facing camera, 4K 60. This is the sunlight behind me. And it looks pretty blown out until I tap the background. Now I'm kind of out of focus. When I'm back in focus, it blows out the background. It's 4K 60 for you. 4K 30 front facing camera. The dynamic range is a little better. 4K 30 dynamic range looks a lot better than 4K 60. Don't know why that is, but it's a little better. All right, now it's better. Nope, trash. Trash. I think HDR is disabled. Then you do 4K 60. All right, so yeah, confirmed. HDR 4 or 5, whatever, it's got to be disabled and use 4K 60 the front facing camera, because every time I use 4K 60, it blows out the background. Just so you know. Little update. Just got done mowing the front grass. It's about a half hour. We're at 21% battery and it's 347. After 50%, the battery just tanks, man. Just tanks. I mean, it is on full brightness because of how bright it is outside today. Battery just tanks after 50%, man. I hope I can make it through the day. I will use power saving at 20% just to prolong it, but man, talk about a drop. I thought I was on a roll. I had like 60% by noon or something decent, and now it's 21%. Oh well, we'll see if I can make it through the night. I'm at 18% battery. 4:55 p.m. Still gotta store before wife comes home to cook dinner. I don't think I'm gonna make it in time. The shower would feel a little better, but man, the battery. I knew it wouldn't last. But I blame beta. It's gotta be beta. Gonna give this phone the benefit of the doubt. All right, let me stop talking and go, because I really need to hurry up and get this shopping done. I forgot to update. I just made some salmon, some broccoli. I'm pretty sure I'm messing up boiling the rice. Don't judge me on that. I don't really boil rice often. Clearly messing it up. So we're at 12% battery at 619. I don't think this phone's gonna make it to recording the videos I need to record these products that I have, because my phone's my only camera until I get a new 6700, since the warranty place couldn't really get the parts I need in a timely fashion. So it's nice of them to send out a whole brand new unit for me. Can't wait, honestly. I really can't wait. Really took that camera for granted. I'm gonna doing some footage with that camera when I get it back, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think so far I've been pretty productive. I don't know if I'll get a nap in before my midnight shift tonight. Probably gonna suffer, but I feel really good, man. I burned almost 2,000 calories today, so I think it's been a really productive day, honestly. Really productive. I'm proud of myself. I hope I can continue this on once fall break is over and I'm back to a regular working schedule, my main job. So yeah, I should be able to do some nighttime photos. Might step outside here in a bit and show you guys video quality in a dark backyard. Show you what that looks like with the remaining battery that I have left. Go from there, man. Go from there. All right, y'all. Cinematic mode's impossible in low light conditions like this. My phone literally says more light required. So we're gonna switch it over to regular video. All right, regular video, 4K 30. There's not enough light for cinematic mode because the processor and the software needs a lot of light in order to calculate the depth map that's behind me. Without that light, you can't see and get a depth. Maybe with the rear camera, there's LiDAR that help with that. But with the sensor size and whatnot, it's very grainy from what I can see. And I'm by the light too. Let me just walk into darkness or just turn around. You can see this is unusable footage. So let's switch it around and see if maybe the main camera with the bigger sensor would help. All right, 4K 30, lights against my face from the patio, from the porch, backyard porch. Light not even facing me. How's it look? I know ultra wide will look really bad. I mean, it may have a 48 megapixel sensor, but that does probably mean smaller microns and smaller pixels to absorb less light. With some cameras like the ZV-E10, the full frame ones, 12 megapixels, but the photo microns are very large to absorb more light, so that kind of helps it in low light situations. So it's not all about megapixels. Megapixels is really about like the crop factor, how much resolution you want the photo to crop in. The photo microns, from what I understand, help gather more light. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm no expert, but from what I learned from watching YouTube videos and tutorials about photography, I love photography. I'm not sure when I paused the video, but here we are 5 times, 2 times, 1 times. I don't know how much of that was paused, but I was talking about photo microns and how the bigger they are, the more light that comes in, the more detail you get, the less grain you get. I'm not an expert, but I watched a lot of videos researching like photography and cameras. Like a 12 megapixel sensor that has bigger photomicrons will be better than a 48 megapixel sensor that has smaller photomicrons that absorbs less light. So the more light it can absorb, the more information that can be had on the photo, more detail, less grain, blah, blah, blah. That's what I know from that. So hopefully this looks a little better by the porch light. And obviously right here, it probably doesn't look that much better. But now I'm gonna stop talking and get into showing you some low light photography in my backyard. Mind you, all these photos were taken with my porch light on. I'm gonna turn it off so it's a little more dark so you get a better idea of what dark photos are like out here. All right, this is video without the light from the porch on. Can't see anything. I'm not gonna waste my time. You know this is bad. 8% battery, by the way. 642, not gonna make it. Main sensor, no light. Yeah, not gonna make it to like 9 p.m. probably this battery. I'm gonna charge it here since I need to use it for more video footage for other things. But yeah, I'll talk about the speed on time here in a little bit after I do some night photos with the light off. So I'm just at like 5% right now. I went over just a little 100% battery capacity today, so I charged it a little over 100%. And if I charge it again, I'm at probably like 150% by the end of the night. Man, it sucks. The battery health, but I'm at 8 hours and 15 minutes of screen on time right now, which isn't too bad, but it is only 6:53. But this is from heavy video and photo usage, so bear that in mind. And I'm on beta, so again, once I'm off beta, we'll do this again. I'll just do a review. I won't do another day in the life. I don't know, I'll do day in the life stable edition. So yeah, I'm gonna charge up so I can use this for recording my unboxings and product videos that I need to do. So yeah, but 6:54 p.m., 8 hours and 51 minutes screen on time, just over 100% battery capacity. Not bad. Like, it could be better, but again, beta. So yeah, let me know if you like this style of day in the life. If I should do them more often, just strictly with the phone itself, no B-roll with any other camera, just strictly iPhone only for every single footage that you've seen so far. Let me know if you like that. Cinematic mode of the main sensor. I know I said the main sensor doesn't need cinematic because the sensor is big enough and I get it in natural bokeh. I just want to see how it looks with the cinematic 4K 30. All right, I'm gonna charge this phone now, do some house chores and clean before dinner time. Go from there. Yo, currently editing the video you're watching right now, and this is the end of it. I didn't get a chance to continue recording because the phone did die, but nonetheless, I was on beta, still on beta. But let me know in the comments below what you thought, what I could do better. If you got the phone, how you liking it so far? Let's talk in the comments below. Thanks for watching.